On the set. 51. Here it comes.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Call it no gain. On the game's first play, and it's second down now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Kamara. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey. From the 36, Hill. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the ground, this is Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Okay, ready? 58, Mike. You ain't got nothing. Back. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check, nickel.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. To throw is Stidham. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Stidham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Stidham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He'll buy some time right. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 3 yards on 1st, 4 on 2nd, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks.
On the ready. 6-6. Pull it high. Just like that.
They'll look to run with Connor. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Stidham. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. On 3rd and goal, Stidham.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal. Have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure on 3rd down.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. James O'Shaughnessy, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24. back to throw. Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Right there. Pick me up. Here we go. Kill.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Jones. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Michelle. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And an alley to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Trubisky will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will make our score 9-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Hill. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to go deep for Conley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
There to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say,
and nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 97 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run it with Jones. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to have a third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile. Stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They go play action with Trubisky. to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll run on first down. Michelle. Demario Davis there on the stop.
The tackle made by Demario Davis.
Lock in.
Brings up second
56,
and
the lock, boy, 56.
Smooth. 49-yard line.
All right, T, let's go.
They go play action. Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Trubisky to throw. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He was brought down by
On 2nd and 7, Hill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Ready? Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Mike 51. Mike 51. General West. Come on now. Hey, go.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Conley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Saints are going to get to this one. So that should about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go. 6-6. Bullet high. 10-2, sir. Got you, boy.
They run with Murray. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1-0 here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do.